Fans, what's up? Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Why the hell is Johnny Manzel coming to Tuscaloosa? My goodness, let's dive into it. Okay, so recently, Manzel said that he's coming to support Diego Pavia on the sideline this Saturday, okay? The quote is, nobody fears Alabama anymore. Not Vandy, not Kentucky, not nobody, all right? So, look, I get it. Johnny Manzel came here back in 2012, which is a long time ago, okay? But since then, be careful, bro, because Alabama is a ridiculous 113-6, okay, and riding a 14-game winning streak, okay? I get it. Streaks are made to be broken, but did you know this? Coach Kalen DeBoer, undefeated at home, okay? Johnny Manzel coming is kind of like the same thing about this black hoodie. Like, those external factors matter absolutely zero in a game of this magnitude, okay? I don't think fans really fear this. I think it's kind of silly, and I think fans are laughing about this. The scoreboard will probably say elsewise and be the determining factor in this game, all right? Look, the truth is Alabama just took it to Georgia, all right? That is a monumental task. Nobody could beat Georgia at home 33 games. Alabama just went up there and did work. The biggest tell sign of this game, I'm going to get into it too, is the fact that Kirby Smart on Monday, and nobody's talking about this, and I don't understand why. Kirby Smart just said after the game, he was like, I'm going to go back and kind of break it down and see where we didn't execute. He was like, we did execute. We played a damn good game, but guess what? Ty Simpson chopped us up. You go, you shake his hand, and you move forward because Ty just put on an absolute clinic. So much so that he just went up to plus 950 to win the Heisman, okay? Ty is a dangerous man, okay? He's dangerous. I get it. Look, Vanderbilt is 5-0, okay? I like Vanderbilt, okay? I like the underdog mentality. I do. You know me. I love people who put in the work. I love people that grind. I don't like entitlement. I'm completely against that. I explained many different times that I love the Rocky Balboa series and that kind of clubber-laying mentality, right? The eye of the tiger, that you got to always punch above your belt. And I think Vanderbilt in some way has that. But bringing Johnny Manzel doesn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, look, this is a good football team, Vanderbilt. But playing Alabama, it is a different level. I get it. You did it once last year. You did it last year. But coming into this game, you're about to come against a buzzsaw. And I know we've all been talking about Vanderbilt's offense, and rightfully so, but the storyline of this game won't be, can Alabama stop Vanderbilt's offense? It'll be, can Vanderbilt's defense stop Alabama's offense? What Ryan Grubb is doing right now with Ty Simpson as a quarterback, as a point guard, is nasty work. And last year, Jam Miller had a big game. I like what I saw from Jam Miller, to be honest, against Georgia. I did. 16 carries, 41 yards? You run against Georgia, right? And just as Kirby Smart said, people were like, you're 1-7 against Alabama. He's like, what's everybody else's record against Alabama? Straight up, right? So, look. Vanderbilt's offense, they're scoring, 50 points a game. Diego Pavia balling out, 13 touchdowns. Look, I'm not here to say that I don't like Diego Pavia because truth of the matter is, you know where I'm from. He's from the same state, New Mexico, okay? So I like that. He played at New Mexico State. Guess where I went to school? New Mexico State, okay? I like that. But I think that, the bigger picture is Vanderbilt, they're doing a great job, but this is a completely different level. And I think that Vanderbilt is going to really struggle against Alabama's pass defense, which, by the way, is second in the country. Now, if I'm Vanderbilt and I'm Clark Lee, I'm using the same type of game plan to challenge Alabama football as they did last year, and that's time of possession, and that's running the ball. You do not want Alabama's offense to have the ball. So, look, if they can come in here and play time of possession and take the stadium out of the game, right, and have Diego make some big plays and come up with critical plays when it matters, then they definitely have a shot. But right now, there's a reason that Vegas has is at 13.5 where it started. I think it's more at like 10 or something like that. But look, the crowd noise is going to overshadow Johnny Manzel, right? This will be like a non-factor at all, okay? Look, Alabama plays its best when doubted. They love rat poison, okay? And that's what people are giving Alabama after that week 1 loss, okay? Look, they lost in a game where everybody saw it. So everyone's like, we can beat Alabama. Well, the way that Alabama viewed it was like, okay, you want to see what we got? You want to see what we got going? Well, it's about to come, and it's coming to you next. I get it. It's a gauntlet. You got Vanderbilt, was undefeated, and a very good football team. And then you got Missouri. Same thing. And actually, Missouri's offense statistically is a little bit better. But guess what? Then you get Tennessee. Then you got LSU, Oklahoma. And guess what? Auburn too. Right? So Alabama knows what's at stake. But what I've seen is a little bit of swagger. And not in a negative way, just like the confidence. And one thing that I saw from Ty Simpson earlier today, I'm sure you saw that quote, going out there. And I'm sure you saw Ty Simpson before the game. Yo, did you see this? This was crazy. Ty Simpson, he reminded me just like Coach Saban. Did you guys see this? He said, look, this game ain't about them. This game is about us. It's about us only. It's not about what they do. I eat. You know who says I eat? It's about what we do. He said that. He set the tempo, and he's growing as a leader, 100%. Yo, this guy is a bad man. All right, look, Johnny Football, in fact, I like the documentary. I do. That was one of my favorite documentaries. And you know me, I don't even get to watch that much TV, and I don't, right? But I did watch Johnny Manzel, and he did build Texas A&M, and I love that story. But there's a different theme going on right now, and it's bigger than Johnny Football. It's bigger than Diego Pavia. It's about what Coach Kalen DeBoer has brewing over here with Ryan Grubb and Ty Simpson as quarterback, along with the other major storylines. Look, the offensive line, they played better. And now it comes down to Alabama's defense. And look, the passing defense is there, but can Alabama stop the run? And if they figure out a way to stop these big chunk yardage plays, this team is going to do very, very serious business, okay? Because listen, okay? I'm going to tell you two things real quick why I think Alabama could seriously make a run as far as they want to go, okay? The first thing is third down efficiency. Their third down efficiency, if they can continue to play at a high level on third downs, they're going to move the chains and they're going to put points on the board, okay? But the second thing is probably the biggest reason, okay? Right now, Alabama is +7 in the turnover margin, +7, okay? There's only 3 teams right now in the nation that have not turned over the football. Temple, Connecticut, and Alabama, all right? That's hard to do no matter how many games you've played. You played 4 games, and you have yet to turn the football. You win the turnover margin, and you shine on third down, you are going to move the chains, and you're going to have more opportunities to put more points on the board. Vanderbilt is a really good football team, but I don't think they're a great football team. They better be careful about talking too much. You don't want to talk coming in Bryant-Denny Stadium. It doesn't work out for a lot of people, and I think they have a tall, tall mountain to climb this Saturday. I get it. I like the program. I like where they're going. Don't poke the bear. In this case, don't poke the elephant, because Alabama is about to show the nation one more time that this team continues to prove weekly, and that's all you need to do right here in the SEC. Hey, fam, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys sleep well. Catch me tomorrow at 10 a.m. right here on Bama Football on YouTube. See ya.